Happy New Year everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in the pot shed because it's that time of the year when I sow my onions from seed and my peppers. So I've got a few things to show you. Then I'm going to do my onion seeds, do my leeks, do my sweet peppers and do my chili peppers. So if we come down here, I've got a few things to show you first. Okay, so when I dug up my potatoes, I stored them in this shed. They're in a Hessian sack, and the sack is inside one of the containers that I grew them in. But with the recent really cold temperatures here, there wasn't enough protection from the frost, and what's happened is some of the potatoes have gone bad, and you can see that it's like the water content inside the potatoes freezes and expands and freezes, and it just bursts all the cells in the potatoes and they all go soft. So I've had to throw out about 2 kilograms of potatoes, maybe 3 kilograms, but I've still got plenty more to keep us going for the meantime. I mean, some other YouTube channel, people with YouTube channels like Tony C. Smith, he had all his potatoes just in the pots outside, and the minus temperatures just absolutely decimated him. He lost all his potatoes for Christmas. So I'm not as bad as other people. I do have quite a large amount of potatoes still left, unusable. But yeah, I've had to throw a few of these away. But that's the potatoes. Once you're storing them, you've just got to keep checking them every now and again to make sure that none have gone bad or none have gone soft. And that's what I did, and that's how I noticed these. But as I said, we've still got plenty more to use. So I thought I'd show you a little present I got over Christmas, and also show you what varieties I'm going to be using. So let me just turn this camera around a little bit. So I got this thing called a seed sack, and it's a little Hessian sack with, if you can have a look in there, loads and loads of seeds. So yeah, all these are individual seeds. So let's see what we've got. We've got parsley, rocket, chives, tomato black cherry, tomato yellow pear, Brunswick cabbage, we've got sorrel, Gardener's Delight tomato, we've got some carrots, Bellicum, more carrots, atomic red, Swiss Charge, the rainbow variety. We've got the Italian purple cauliflower. They're quite good. I might grow them. We've got an aubergine. Never tried aubergine before. That might be one to try out this year. What else have we got? We've got more tomatoes, Roma. We've got pepper, sweet Hungarian wax. We'll keep that one out because we're going to sow some of that. We've got sweet pepper, California Wonder. We're going to sow some of them. And we've got chili peppers, large red cherry. We'll grow some of them. What else have we got? Cucumber, Marketmore. Not a fan of cucumber. We've got purple spring onions, lettuce bowl salad, tomato marmalade, which is the big beefsteak tomatoes, and cylindrica beetroot. There's loads and loads of seeds in this thing. Let's Purple sprouting broccoli, definitely grown some of that because we do like broccoli. Some dill. Coriander, we'll grow some of that because we love coriander as well. We've got more chili peppers, Anaheim, we'll be growing some of them. Got jalapeno chilies. Not going to grow them this year. I'm not going to grow as many chilies this year, but I've got a few there. We've got basil and tigerella tomato, and finally radish. So all these come together in this little sack, and there's a booklet here with growing instructions and information about each seed. So yeah, thanks very much for that. Brilliant little present. Other things we are going to be growing this year is we've got some more sweet peppers. I said I was going to go big on the sweet peppers because we eat a lot of them. So these are Robertina. These are from, as you can probably see, Premier Seeds Direct, which is one of the, where I like to get my seeds these days. You do get a lot of seeds for your money, minimum packaging, but if you need any information about a particular plant, or they've got information on the website, so you don't actually need the information on the packet. I'm going to grow some red baron onions, some sensu onions, never grown sensu before, some muscle butter leeks, and for the first time I'm going to try some shallots. These are zebrun. Difference between a shallot and an onion is if you put one onion seed in, you'll get one onion. If you put a shallot seed in, what happens as the shallot grows, it splits like garlic splits, and you put one seed in, and you could end up with 5, 6, 7, 8 shallots coming out. So we'll give these a go. Never tried them, never tried shallots before, but we'll certainly try and give them a go. So the shallots, not the shallots, the peppers will require heat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into little trays, and then the trays will go on this heated propagator. This is like a windowsill propagator, and I'll put this in the what do you call it, the conservatory, so it'll be protected from the worst of the temperatures. And I may even set up some lights for it. We'll have a look at that one later. So let's get started with these. Important things first, make sure you label everything, because there's nothing worse than trying to guess what each thing is. So Hungarian hot wax, I've got labels made up for everything. I like to print my labels these days because I found out the rain was washing it off. So we're going to start with sweet pepper Hungarian hot wax. Sorry, sweet pepper Hungarian wax. If it was a Hungarian hot wax, it would be a chili pepper. So I'm just going to rip the end off this, which means that after I finish I can fold it over and put a paper clip on so that none of the seeds fall out. I think I'll do 4 of each. So I'm just going to dib a little hole and pop the seed in. Okay, you can just see those seeds at the bottom there. Just cover them over slightly. I'll water everything before I put them in the final place. The next one is going to be California Wonder. It's a sweet pepper California Wonder. Now I did say I was going to try and overwinter some peppers, and I have got the peppers in the little greenhouse polytunnel up on the plot, but because of the extreme temperatures we've had here, yeah, I'm not holding up much faith that they'll survive. Although we haven't had the temperatures as extreme as other parts of the world. North America recently got really crazy minus temperatures, killed a lot of people as well, really dreadful. And on the other scale, today, it's the 2nd of January, today it is plus 19 degrees in Warsaw, in Poland, which is about 14 degrees above what it's normally like in Warsaw at this time of year. Okay, so I've got 4 California Wonders. Just pop these in. That's it. And I think the last one is Robertina. I think that's how you call it, how you pronounce it. So these Robertina ones are from Premier Seeds Direct, which is where I get a lot of my seeds from, as I said earlier. I buy them, I don't, I've got no affiliation to Premier Seeds Direct. Okay, so that's the sweet peppers gone. And these go in one of these, and they also get a lid on it. And there's a little space on the top of the lid for a little grow light, which I've never really tried. So I'm going to see if I can connect that up. I don't know how easy it's going to be to get everything balanced, but we'll give it a try. I'm going to just move this out of the way while I get on with some of the other stuff. So next up will be chili peppers. Now I'm not going to grow a lot of chili peppers because I've still got a load of dried chilies from last year, and I've got frozen chilies as well, where what I do is, if I get a load of chilies, I use a stick blender. Oh, sorry, not a stick blender, a little chopping blender sort of thing. Food processor, that's what I'm looking for. And I grind them up with a little bit of oil until I get a paste. Then I put the paste inside ice cube trays and freeze them. So I've got all chili ice cubes that I can just pop into a meal whenever I'm using them. So I've never tried Anaheim before, so I'm going to do 4 of them. Shall I do 4? Yeah, I can do 4. I think this compost is more homemade compost, that's why it's so bitty. But not to worry. Okay, so I've got 4 of these. And I'll do 2 of the red cherry. Not a lot of seeds in these packets, but more than enough for what we're doing here today. I'll just put another marker in there just to know, so I know which ones. So that's going to be my my chili peppers. Just stick some gloves on so I can get some compost. What am I going to use? I don't know what. So I reckon this one I shall do my sensu onions. I've never grown sensu, but a lot of other gardeners grow them and they seem a reliable crop. And what I'll do with the onions is I'll put these on the propagator to start with, and once they are ready to be decanted into cell trays, I'll take them off the heat and probably put them in the greenhouse up at the allotment until they're big enough that I want to put them in the ground. So these were actually donated to me by my twin sister Dolores. She gets a Kitchen Garden magazine, and she has kindly given these onions to me. She's got loads and loads of seeds. She gets seeds every month on these magazines, and she's only got a limited space, so yeah, thanks for these. In case you haven't seen onion seeds before, they're like little black grains. And most onion seeds, you'll see the leeks are also similar to them, to these. I'm just going to scatter these over the surface and then put some more compost over the top. I should have a little tray for riddling somewhere. This shed needs a good tidy out. I suppose it's one of these jobs I should do over the winter. Right, I can't find that, so I'm just going to use my hands. Okay, so that's the century done. The next one's going to be the Red Baron, which is of course my red onions. Don't usually grow as many red onions. I don't know why. They taste just as nice as the white onions or yellow onions. So these were the ones that I grew last year. I've got a few left. I'm just going to put them in. If they germinate, great stuff. If they don't, well, I'll think of something else to put in the space. As you can see, they're just like the yellow century onions. I'm just going to put the entire contents of that little packet in. And just cover them over slightly. And label them. That'd be a good idea. As you can see, I spent some time in the house making the labels out before I came out, just to be prepared. That's Sensu, I think it's in there. Okay, I've got these shallots seeds. They're supposed to be used by the 7th of 2021. We're not going to bother with that date. We're going to try them and see what we get anyway. So I've never seen shallot seeds before, but I would imagine they're very similar to the onion seeds. These come in a little packet. Yeah, they're exactly the same as onion seeds. I think that'll be enough, especially if they're going to split. So I'll just cover these over. These were the brown shallots. For the leeks, I'm going to do something a little bit different, because I won't be picking them out until they're ready to go out. I'm going to use a slightly bigger pot to put these in. So I'm going to grow these in this bigger pot. Hopefully it'll be big enough. It's a nice sunny day here in Exeter today, and we've let the rabbits out. They're running all over the grass, chewing up all dirty old leaves they can find out underneath the tree. So these are similar to the onion seeds. I don't know how many I'm sowing, but if we get any extras that we don't, well, we can always find a space for them. And I'll just cover that over.